choice. High in the frost-crest peaks, where the air is thin and cold, lived a skykeeper with wings of bronze and a spirit bold. She was the guardian of the heights, watching over every gust and gale that swept across the stony world below. Her name was Aelia. From her high throne, she saw every shadow that dared to move. She prided herself on being the swiftest and the sharpest, a creature of the sun who looked down upon the earthbound with a haughty eye. "The sky is for the strong," Aelia would cry to the wind. She believed that only those with wings or might deserved to walk the high peaks. To her, anything small was simply a speck in the vast, grand design of her kingdom. One morning, while the fog was thick like wool, Aelia spotted a tiny flicker of movement. Deep within a canyon of thorns, something was struggling. It was a patch of moss-green fur, barely visible against the sharp gray briars. It was Fen, a mouse of moss and earth. He had traveled far from the grassy valleys, searching for the legendary star seeds, only to find himself trapped in the mountain's teeth. The more he struggled, the tighter the thorns held him. Aelia landed with a heavy thud, her shadow falling over the tiny traveler like a dark curtain. "Why do you trouble my peaks, little one?" she hissed. "You are weak and small. The mountain has no room for those who cannot fly." Ben looked up, his heart racing like a drum, yet his voice remained steady. "A harsh word is easy to give, mighty skykeeper," he whispered. "But kindness is a choice that only the truly brave can make. Even the smallest life holds a world of stories." Aelia went still. The boastful words she prepared felt suddenly heavy and hollow. She looked at the tiny mouse, not as a pest or a speck, but as a living creature who had braved the climb just as she had. Her sharp gaze softened into something new. With the care of a master jeweler, Aelia reached into the thorns. She used her great strength not to strike, but to gently pull the briars apart. With a single claw, she cleared a path of smooth stone for the trembling traveler. "I was wrong," Aelia said, her voice like the soft rustle of feathers. "Mercy is the truest strength. It is easy to be powerful, but it is noble to be kind." She led Fen to a nearby spring, where the water was sweet and the air was calm. They spent the afternoon together, the proud guardian and the mossy mouse. Fen told stories of the valleys, and Aelia spoke of the stars. As the shadows grew long, Aelia realized that her mountain felt much less lonely with a friend by her side. When it was time to part, Aelia took to the skies once more. She flew higher than ever before, not because she was the strongest, but because her heart was lighter. She knew now that the greatest height one can reach is the height of a helping hand.